Hey, it's David with Iowa Tonight. We are here with Brian Barr with B&B Farms making some ice cream on Iowa Tonight. Hey, it's David with Iowa Tonight, and we're here with Joni on Iowa Tonight. Hey, we're back with Brian Barr making ice cream. Tell me about this motor. You're out of Ames, right?
That is correct.
Okay, but we're in West Des Moines making ice cream at a flea market.
Yes.
And I'm excited to be here. I just had a taste of 3 different flavors. And the strawberry is not red because it's all natural.
Mm-hmm.
There's no colors.
Right.
Okay,
right.
but first I want to know about this motor. I want to know how long you've been doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me about those ingredients. But first, tell me about this motor.
Absolutely. What we have is a 1926 John Deere Model E. It's horse and a half, normally called a hit and miss or a Johnny Popper.
Is that why it's making that?
Yes,
popper?
that is correct. Okay. That is correct. And it operates our 2 8-quart ice cream machines. And currently we're making strawberry, chocolate malt, and vanilla bean.
Okay, so you're making 2 flavors right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I got to interrupt.
No,
that's understand.
That's all right. So right now we offer 3 flavors at our farmers markets, and which is the strawberry, chocolate malt, and the vanilla bean. And our vanilla, we fly in Madagascar vanilla beans and process our own vanilla paste to put it into our vanilla ice cream. And with that base, then we also make our chocolate and our strawberry. So on our strawberry, we use organic strawberries and don't add any
organic
strawberries, and we do not add any coloring or extra strawberry imitation flavoring. So you have strawberries and ice cream.
Yeah, I tasted the strawberry. It was very good. I tasted all 3. Now, I noticed that you're only making the 2 at a time.
That is correct.
Now, can you only get the ice cream from you when you're at the shows, or can I get it from you at your farm? Do you have a farm? I
do have a farm. It's down in southern Iowa in Lucas County, where we also raise honeybees, and that's where my honey is comes from. But Fairway in Ames, and the North Fairway, is carrying our product. So they carry my 5 flavors of ice cream that I make. I also make a cookies and cream and a mint chocolate chip called Piper's Mint. So they carry all 5 flavors for me.
You have 5 flavors?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's not fair. I only got 3 flavors.
Well, we only have so much room to carry in our when we go to the farmers markets. So your 3 basics are your chocolate malt, strawberry, and vanilla. So,
okay. How long have you been doing this?
This is our 2nd year. This is something that I have dreamed about doing for probably 20-25 years.
You've only been making ice cream for 2 years?
With this machine.
Oh, okay.
I've been making ice cream since I was a kid, and it's always been a hobby for me. And after I retired, we got the opportunity to buy this machine and start making our ice cream for the public. And
well, the machine's it's an attention grabber.
Absolutely.
You know, when I saw you at at Valley Junction, I'm like, okay, not only do I want to taste the ice cream, but I want to interview Brian.
Yeah.
And then it was a long day, and I had to go home. But I'm glad to get out here today and interview you for Iowa Tonight.
Oh, I'm glad you can make it. Glad you can make it out.
Is there any plans to do like a cookie dough or anything past the 5 flavors?
We are toying with a toffee. There is a candy. There's a candy store in Sheraton, Iowa called Piper's, and that's where we get our mints from Piper's, and that's why it's called Piper's Mint. And they also make just a fabulous toffee. So we're working with Piper's in putting our toffee together to make a toffee ice cream.
So you're retired, and does that keep you pretty busy all week with the 2 shows?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
How much ice cream are you ending up making every week?
I guess
Any idea?
probably 50 gallon.
50 gallons of ice cream.
Yeah, a good 50 gallon. It's one of the things we want to do is have a product.
That's 100 gallons. Okay, wait. 52. That's not because of winter and stuff. That's not happening all year, but
That is correct. Just through the summer months.
that's a lot of ice
It's
cream.
a lot of ice cream. When my wife and I did this, we thought it would be something that we'd sell a little bit here and a little bit there, and it just absolutely took off. And we try and maintain the quality of the ice cream, and the machine will. People are interested in coming over and get information on the machine, and when they try the ice cream, it's top notch.
How familiar are you now keeping this maintained and running?
Pretty familiar. And I've got a couple friends that help out when I need some help, but there's not a lot to it, And so far, the gentleman that built this machine for me, he gives me a lot of support, and so I call him often.
Well, I like the outfit. You look like an ice cream engineer.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, when I grew up on the farm, this is what a lot of the guys, wore down on the farm, and my dad included. So I just tried to keep that level going.
Well,
So.
if I quit doing Iowa Tonight and you need help, I wouldn't mind putting on the overalls.
Absolutely. Love to have you.
Okay.
Love to have you.
All right, thanks for the interview.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks for joining us. Thanks, Brian, and you all have a great Iowa Tonight.
Thank you.
Hey, we're back. We're here with Joni, and she is an artist who makes pottery, and she makes some pretty incredible things, and I have no idea how she did this. Okay, so I'm going to put it on the screen right now. Explain how you make this thing.
Right. So I take my clay and I roll it pretty thin, probably a 1/16 of an inch thin, and just smooth it out nicely. And then at some point, I actually have to flip it over on top of a mold that I've made. And once it's flipped, I stabilize it with different things, bottles, cups, anything to hold the ruffles in their basic place.
Yeah.
And then I wet my fingers and I go all the way around and I work the ruffles into it more on all the screws.
So it gives it that illusion of a plant or a flower or
Yes, anything you
something
see.
alive.
Yeah, something with movement.
Then what? Okay, so I know this is a tough one. How the heck do you kiln that once you've got it in the shape? Do you still have to prop it in the kiln?
No, once it goes through 2 firings. The first one, which will wholly make it a dry piece, which we call bisque, is done first. And if it survives that without any splits, then I can glaze it, and I'll go through a cone 6 firing of the glaze on it. And I apply multiple layers of glaze and colors to get the effects that I want.
How long have you been making this type of piece?
This type of piece, I just started making these this last year and a half or so.
But how long in general have you been working with pottery?
Less than 5 years, about 5 years.
Wow. So is this something you wanted to do and you just started doing it?
I wanted to do it, so I took some classes and then COVID shut us down.
Sure.
So I bought a used wheel and I sat in my garage every day learning how to actually throw it so I could make something that's really
Do
nice.
you have your own kiln or do you? How do
I
you?
do. I have my own wheel, 2 wheels and 1 kiln.
Wow.
These bowls take up a whole shelf in the kiln, so I can only fire 3 of them at one time.
Okay, this might sound silly, but isn't it dangerous to have a kiln in your house? Where do you have it?
It's in my garage.
It's in your garage?
Yes.
Okay.
So I try not to blow up the cars.
Yeah. I remember when I was in high school, they'd say this color was that color. It didn't look like it until it was done.
Right.
And so,
Sometimes blues look red when you put them on.
So do you have any idea what it's going to look like until it's done?
No. I mean, I have a vision in my mind, that I hope it looks like, but when I open up the can, it's always a little bit of a surprise. And hopefully a good surprise.
Okay, here's a silly thing. Have you shipped any of these anywhere?
Yes.
What's the farthest you've shipped one of your pieces of art?
Canada.
Canada? Very nice.
Yeah, I think that's the furthest I've gone.
That's great. Okay, Joni, thank you. This is David with Iowa Tonight, and we'll see you. We're at Valley Junction in the center of West Des Moines.
Thank you, David.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Joni.
it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.